Good Thursday morning. Starting on the SPX today, S&P. We have had a bit of a gap up and kind of testing a structure swap here. Demand, see if it turns into supply. Either that or it looks like there might be some supply right up in here. Yeah. Right there possibly. If it does manage to get through the structure that it's at right now. Retesting the bottom of that. If it can make it through there. I don't see this going any higher than this swing up here. I actually am bearish across the board on equity indexes right now. Not saying like the top of the market's in, but selling opportunities look a lot better than buying opportunities right now, at least in the short to mid-term future. So we'll move over to the dollar index now as we see this breakout continue. Like I mentioned yesterday, we broke out of this long time range and cracked this supply zone finally, and it looks like we're gonna crack this one right here. We are pushed up through it pretty well. Like I said, this is not a bad area to try and enter and buy dollars, as it shows up in the euro dollar as a supply zone instead of a demand zone. My order's still there in the euro dollar, looking to sell that. Unfortunately, it didn't come right back down and test it again. So, I mean, let's just hope it breaks these highs. So, because then it's setting higher highs, higher lows. I mean, it already is. Equal high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This would be a new high. And we could set a new higher low, taking off that and taking off. So that's a Dixie. Why don't I go straight to the euro dollar, since it's pretty much an inverse of the Dixie. So yeah, there's my order's still sitting there. If it gets hit, I'm still happy to take this. This one in the euro, we haven't quite seen the follow through that we saw in the dollar index, where it's making distinct. Well, since it's inverse, this would be a lower low, but on the Dixie, you see that higher high being made. This one is a lower low for now, but it hasn't closed. And we still have 2 hours left on this candle, on the 4 hour. So I'm more than happy to still get into that if the opportunity presents itself. So that's the euro dollar. I suppose now I'll move into this, which is about to meet entry pretty quick here. I don't believe that I've been entered into it yet. No. I was watching the ECB press conference this morning, actually, and I'm not seasoned in watching and deciphering the information in those quite yet, but it didn't seem like a whole lot has changed. So whatever the market's priced in right now is kind of what they're. It seemed in line with expectations, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't have any major takeaways from it, and so this downtrend I think is about ready to continue. And if it is, we actually might see me enter here in a sec. If the downtrend does continue, hopefully it's with me on board. Nope, not the weekly. I don't want the weekly. Daily. That kind of gives you an idea of what I'm looking at here. I do think that this area could be problematic down here. Even this low. If you see how much support's been here in the past. But we have seen these strong moves in the past. And this is already a pretty strong move, so I'm hoping we can kind of piggyback on that and get another strong push down. Once it gets into this zone, I'll definitely be watching it real closely. And that leaves one last thing I wanted to go over, and that's my pound yen. This thing's just been on fire. We have actually completely penetrated that zone. And looks like a possible double bottom forming to maybe get a pullback on. I'm contemplating adding to my position here. Put my stop right where my trailed stop is at a 1-to-1 risk reward. Because I do think this thing's just going to continue to move lower. So if this pair does want to stabilize around here and doesn't break these lows, and it gives me an opportunity to put another half a position on. If I put a half position on, my trailed stop into profits here will make up for any losses that occur on that trade. And that's just kind of what I'm looking at for now. If it does just continue to push lower, same game plan. You know, keep stops safe, and hopefully find some swings to put them above. See, I mean, what I'm talking about is like if it pushes down in here with this as the only structure, then I can only put my stop above that, and that doesn't look that significant. I'd like some consolidation before a stronger push down to tuck my stop above to show that there's, you know, market equilibrium for at least a small, like 2 days worth of time, you know, just so it's something safer that I can tuck my stop behind instead of a, you know, just a swing up like that. But I'm just going to keep playing it, and if I do decide to add another half position here, I'll include that in my next video. But my next video probably won't be till Sunday. I don't plan on really doing one tomorrow because it's Friday. Maybe I'll do a end of the week wrap type style video, but Sunday night I should put one out looking at or highlighting what I'm looking at for the upcoming week. But for now, that's all we got. I'll go double check on the see if we met entry yet. It's at my entry. I have not got a notification on my phone yet that I'm in. Probably have to let it push up a couple pips above my entry. Count for the spread. Get me in. Should be any second now, honestly, though. I mean, how many pips did we tick above it already? Hardly any. It's going to drop like a brick. Oh, I'm not going to keep this video rolling any longer than it has to be. I'll probably meet entry on that, but I might not. It might just roll over without me. And yeah.